ever heard about the African or bush mangoes? I guess not, because not so many people know about this mango. Let's start back. Talk about the fruits we enjoy in Africa. Yes, some fruits that are really a delicacy in Africa. They might or might not originally or come originally from Africa, but these are fruits that we really do enjoy them. Now, I'm gonna start with the most simple fruits that you can think of. Let's talk about a mango. Mangoes have been commercialized so much that in every part of the world where you are, whether you're in the tropics or not, you will have access to a mango if you want to have it within maybe 10 minutes. If you walk right through into a supermarket, you will have access to a mango. Now, mangoes grow best in the tropics. A lot of mangoes are actually grown in Africa. But one thing that is surprising is that most mangoes that you see are actually not the African mangoes. Do you know what the African mangoes are? Let's talk about the African mangoes. They are also called wild mangoes, and some people do dare to call them bush mangoes. Well, I would imagine that all mangoes originate from the bush, so I wouldn't call African mangoes bush mango, but it's or can be called also a bush mango. Now, these mangoes are pretty small in size, very sweet, very tasty, very fibrous, right? I will not exactly say that the sweetest mangoes on earth, because apparently the sweetest mangoes on earth originate from the Philippines, the Caraboa mangoes, right? So, but the African mangoes are so sweet as well. So a lot of people know this as the mango, but they don't know that the African mangoes are actually a delicacy. They are one of the mostly enjoyed mangoes in Africa. Now, these mangoes can be used for making juice. They can be eaten fresh, first of all. And you can make them, of course, you can use them for making juice. One other special thing is that you can actually make porridge out of these mangoes, right? So what do you do? You wash the mangoes, put them in a pot, boil it, and you get warm juice out of it, right? And now, from this juice, you can actually add flour to it. Can be millet flour, maize flour, or even wheat flour to this mango, and we make what we call a mango cereal or a mango porridge. Now, if you haven't tasted this or you haven't tried this, I would recommend that you put this among your fruit or taste bucket lists. Now, the second fruit that we really do enjoy in mango is the jackfruit. Come on. Did you actually know that jackfruit is one of the biggest tree fruit in the world? Now, a jackfruit can grow as big as 55 kilograms. Yeah. Now, jackfruit can also be as long as 90 centimeters. Yes. If you don't know how a jackfruit looks like, this is a jackfruit that has already been cut and sliced. And this is how a jackfruit looks when it's on the tree, not yet cut, right? Now, a jackfruit is very yellow inside when you slice it. And you have to remove the pulps one by one. Very soft, very sweet, very tasty. Now, I would like to emulate how a jackfruit would taste, but unfortunately, I'm not able to do that. It's a very special taste. It's sweet, it's soft, it's I cannot explain it now. You can eat a jackfruit fresh the way it is, but also you can eat the seeds of a jackfruit. Now, the seeds of a jackfruit can be roasted with or without salt, and you can then enjoy the seeds. Very many health benefits from the seeds as well. But in the modern time, jackfruit has been used a lot in vegetarian dishes. So they are baked, they're used as meat in the vegetarian dishes. So you'll find that it's a jackfruit dish. They're dried and used as sauces in pasta, in oven dishes. So it has become very famous as well. Now, jackfruit originate from the exact origin of jackfruit is unfortunately not known. It's unknown. But the early cultivations have been observed to be in Sri Lanka, in East India, although this has definitely spreaded all over the world. Now, another fruit that we really enjoy is the soursop, right? Soursop is such a special fruit, quite unique fruit, right? It's juicy. It has white flesh with its fibrous flesh, so you can feel the fiber when you're eating it. Very soft, a little bit sour, but it's not very sour. People describe the taste as something between a mango and a pineapple. It can also be eaten fresh, and um, studies has it also that it's an alternative treatment to cancer. Though there has been no human studies that has been carried on this fruit. It's a very special fruit. It's one of my favorite fruits actually. If you haven't tasted soursop, you need to try this fruit. It's really it's a very unique taste. Yeah, I can't explain it to anything. And outside is green and it has the like a thorn kind of feeling. It's rough with thorny things, as you can see here in the photo. That's soursop. It's said to originate from tropical America somewhere, but yeah, this fruit we also really enjoy eating in Africa. And I wanted to talk again about another fruit that we love to eat, that is the bungo fruit. Now, I grew up in the northern parts of Uganda, and this fruit really grow in the wild, right? At the first sight of this fruit, it looks like an orange. It is big. When it's mature, it's yellow. It's a hard core yellow, right? It's a hard cover. But when you crack it open, it's yellow, and there are many, contains like maybe 8 or 9, could also be 6 maybe to 8 palms inside it, as you can see here in the photo, right? It's also sour, quite sour. It's more sour than a sour soap, right? And it's quite slippery. So when you eat it, there's a most likelihood that you will just end up swallowing the seeds itself. It's a very special fruit as well. It's a very special fruit. When I was growing up, because it was quite sour, what we used to do was to add sugar to it and then eat it with a spoon. But let me know if you've eaten it, how you ate it, and how do you call it in your local language. In my local language, we call it fomo, fomo. Well, I come from the northern parts of Uganda, we call it fomo, but let me know how you call bungo fruit, this fruit, in your local language. Now, another fruit that we really enjoy, that is also my personal favorite, is a guava. Yay! I love myself some guava. Now, we really enjoy guava. Guava grow very wildly in Africa, and normally we have the pink one, right? This one, the one that is really pink inside, but the guava tree is not very strong. It's not so high, so you can actually just pull out the branches and take out a few guavas in the season. It's really just, kids are crazy about it. They're climbing a guava tree, they're jumping on it, they're beating it down. It's really a season to remember. But there's also white guava. Did you know that? And there's also a Thai maroon guava. But well, what we enjoy most in Africa are the pink guavas. Also one of my absolute favorites, right? Now we're gonna close this episode with, who can guess the next fruit that we will enjoy? A tamarind. Yay, a tamarind. Now, the reason why we really enjoy tamarind so much is because tea is widely it's widely it's a widely drunk, or it's widely consumed in Africa, right? Because wow, the British colonies in British tea is a thing, right? So I grew up eating a lot of tea, drinking a lot of tea, sorry, and so do a lot of people in Africa. So we have what we call the tropical tamarind. These are actually they have shorter pods, the tropical tamarinds, but we also have the Asian tamarinds. These have longer pods, right? But this is how tamarind looks on a tree. A tamarind tree looks like that. So they when they're still raw, it's green, and when they mature, they become brown, they dry up and they fall down. But you can also climb the tree and pick the tamarinds down. It's such a huge tree, very strong trees. The branches are quite really strong to take it out. Now, the reason why we really enjoy tamarind is that because a lot of African people love to take tea with lemon, what you call a lemon tea. In a normal setting, you have a lemon tree somewhere, you take out a lemon, you slice it, and you squeeze it in your tea. And you take a lemon tea with a little bit of sugar, right? Now, a tamarind behaves a little bit just like a lemon. So instead of squeezing lemon in your tea, you can actually take out a few pods of tamarind and put it in your tea, and that's very nice. But when I was growing up as a child, which could be also an experience for someone. If you have the same experience, please let me know. Is that I also used to make what we call the tamarind juice, right? So we just took out the pods of the tamarind, put the dry tamarind in a little bit of water, and left it for maybe 2 hours. So the tamarind soaks in the water. You take a spoon, you turn it around, and it becomes just the juice. So you take out the seeds, and it's just the juice. Such sweet juice, and it can be so thick. If you add more water, you can dilute it, so you can play with the consistency the way you want to, and you just have to put a little bit of sugar in it, and it is perfect. Or you just add honey to it. In the modern time, tamarind has become quite famous as well. The tamarind drinks that you can find around, but my, it is a fruit to try. If you didn't know about these fruits, please, and you haven't tried it, add them to your list. Why not? You need to try these fruits, right? And also, I wonder, how do you guys call tamarind in your local language? Because where I come from, again, in the northern part of Uganda, we call it chwa. Chwa. So let me know how you call tamarind in your local language. And yes, this is the wrap. This is the end of this episode on the fruits that we enjoy in Africa. If you like this episode, please subscribe. And God bless everyone. Until next time. Bye.